Hey folks, here's our spreader with the tape job on it. And I just wanted to show that this is the 6th time now I've pushed the Allen wrench through. And it's holding in there. Plus we've got another point here and another point here. We can stick it through when this hole wears out if we need to. But guess what, folks? We don't really need that, and I forgot to show that on the other video, and that's why I'm going to show this. Most of you can turn this by hand, by the way. You don't need the Allen wrench. It's just in case you have weak hands. Let me open with a disclaimer. You and you alone are responsible for your safety, health, and well-being. I am in no way recommending that you do this. Working on your bike in this manner could lead to bodily injury or damage to your bike. Do this at your own risk. That is my disclaimer. Again, my disclaimer is working on your bike in this manner could result in bodily injury or damage to your bike. Do this at your own risk. That is my disclaimer. Okay? So now, guess what else, folks, what I found. Okay, I've got this set, right? Say I've already set it, pulled my wheel, and now I've got my wheel resting back up on the stanchions, on the dropouts, and I'm getting ready to put it back in. Okay, watch this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is focus on getting the center of my cane foot, okay, on the back of the kickstand. Okay, that's where I'm putting it. Now, you may want to put it somewhere else, but that's away from the rotor, and I shouldn't have touched that. Now I got to clean it. And it's easily memorable. Just center it on this portion is what I did. Then on the other side we have a cable run mount. Okay, not your derailleur cable mount, the one slightly behind it on the inside, towards the inside of the bike, is where that cable runner mount is. Okay, that's where I've centered this other one. Okay, now watch this, people. Okay, I'm going to simply push this into place now. Okay, and remember, Jeremiah McIntosh was able to separate his forks enough with his thumbs, okay, or his hands, and drop it in, okay? So it wasn't that difficult for him. So we don't need a lot of force, really, to get what we need to do. We just need to move a few microns for most of the bikes, I imagine. But now watch this. Okay, I put it in by hand. I didn't have to adjust anything. Look at the torque nut move. See it? Torque nut's moving. Bike's loose. Okay, so it doesn't take a lot of force. Once you get this set, you may not even have to adjust it anymore to get your wheel on and off. Now, bikes are made on Mondays and Fridays. Welding equipment is temperamental sometimes. I don't know what they're using for welders in the production of this, but somebody may have had a voltage set low or amp set low or temperature low. I don't know. You know, could have been, you know, variables in the process that caused some draw during the welding process and whatnot, or maybe they just didn't engineer that welding compression or draw into the factors when they designed the bike. I don't know, but hopefully they've taken care of that and they've realized that they needed to change their tolerances for the stanchions. But anyway, so this could vary. The amount of force needed to spread your forks could vary from bike to bike slightly. However, when I saw Jeremiah do his thumbs, okay, I can't possibly do what he did. But now I can, because I'm just pushing this down into place, but it's creating a lot of leverage in there and able to spread this apart enough to get this nut loose. Listen to that. Okay, it's moving quite a bit. So that's just food for thought. For many of you, it may be as simple as this once you get your tools set. All right, and look how easy it is to pull out too. You just come over, pop it up. Look at that. No spoke damage, no scratching of your spokes. You know what I mean? Nothing. Simple. All right. And even if you had weak hands and you had to use your Allen wrench, the tape job truly works as holding the Allen key, doesn't it? Okay. So kind of cool. I just wanted to share this second part to the video. Again, my disclaimer, you and your alone are responsible for your safety, health, and well-being, and that working on your bike could lead to bodily injury or damage to the bicycle. So do this at your own risk. Okay, that is my disclaimer. But there you go. Simple update on the tool. I think it works great. I don't even need the Allen key anymore. So I believe once we get it set, we can probably get our wheel on and off just by pushing it back into place. But remember, be precise with your insertion points. Okay, back here, center that cane foot in the middle of this point. That's what I did. And then over there on that cable mount or runner, let's call it a runner, it's right here. Okay, there's your derailleur cable mount, the back one. And then right behind that on the inside is that point that I was referencing, okay? Now some of you may want to go further back. I don't know, but I think you're getting too close to the hub doing that. So I'm going to use that right there. Now you are going to get chain grease on you if your chain is real greasy and all that. But you see how easy it's working, right? I don't even need to adjust it now. And hell, I can pull that thing off. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. I hope this has been informative. I believe I know I've found my solution. I'm not doing anything else. This is too simple and it makes me laugh. Remember, Jeremiah McIntosh could spread it with his hands and drop it in. So some of us may have less stress. Some of you may have more stress depending on what it was, when it was made. However, the amount of force it took for me to get this in there, I know I was doing more than anybody could probably pull apart with their thumbs, right? So just food for thought. And that allows someone like me, who probably isn't as strong as Jeremiah in the hands, to be able to accomplish the task. And I hope for many of you this solves your problem. But again, please be careful when working on your bike. Use common sense and, you know, be safe. And you know, you've heard my disclaimer enough. And I got to say that because people do get hurt doing things, not paying attention and so on and so forth. So, you know, those are my disclaimers. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Hope this has been somewhat informative. Sorry I'm shadowing the bike, but it's really simple to do. I'm laughing now because it's so simple. It's in and out and done. I am so happy. I have no concerns about a road flat anymore. This just made it so easy. Jim out.